Hello everyone, my name is Aisha and today I will be going over my Get Ugly project. For my project, I chose the competency of trying to learn something that's new to me, which comes under the umbrella of curiosity and imagination as the core competency. So I started off with creating a schedule as it's one of my strengths from the MBTI result. I also created a free practice account. So this is a direct investing practice account with RBC after to get started, and I also set a goal to achieve at least 20% of gains after I'm done with this project. I went over some of the tutorials and market research within the RBC Direct Investing Practice account to get some insights on how to trade. I also utilized other external resources including Scotia iTrade course and YouTube tutorials on investing. After gaining some insight on how to trade, I started investing on February 6th. I started off very conservatively. I had a total of 100,000 Canadian available in my practice account, and I only invested $20,000 out of that $100,000, and that I also just invested in ETFs, just because I wanted to diversify my risk and I didn't want to take a lot of risks just starting off. I reviewed my results after a week of trading, and I reviewed my results on February 13th and saw an increase of 2%, and I ended up investing another $20,000 in mutual funds and ETFs, just because even right now I was still trading very conservatively. By my third week, on February 20th, I saw a decrease of 1% in gains. I got a bit demotivated and did not invest in anything new that week. By this time, I had also reviewed Leslie's book on curiosity and realized that I needed to ask the big why and really stay foolish. I was able to get my motivation up after I asked big why and realized that this was just going to help me in the long run. And even if I did lose money in this practice account, there was no loss as it's just a practice account, and it will essentially just help me financially in the future. So I also decided to stay foolish by acting on my interpersonal curiosity, which I ranked highest in. I got help from my cousin who actually invested in the stock markets and observed her behaviors and strategies. By February 27th, I had not made any changes to my investing strategies, and by this time my gains remained fairly constant. There wasn't any change in the gains, so I decided on actually acting on the strategies that I had learned from my cousin. So I started being more risky and investing in other US stocks as well. I kept actively trading and understood the strategy now. I saw an increase of now 15%, so this was very great. By March 13th, I had invested 50,000 Canadian dollars in Canadian stocks, and I also invested 50,000 worth of Canadian dollars in US stocks as well. And this week I also saw a return of 30%, which kind of motivated me to do a 50-50 split between US and Canadian stocks, so that I could earn more return. This continued on, and I kept trading and the stocks, and my return remained constant. By March 26th, I actually saw a reduce in my gains by 6% due to the investing that I was doing. I did get a bit excited and started taking on more risk, which is why I ended up with reducing my gains. However, even by the end of this whole project, my total gains ended up being 24%, which was still above my goal of 20%. So I'm really proud of that. Throughout this journey, I've realized that there's so much more to learn, and this process will continue. However, some of the takeaways that I will take away from this course and project is the 7 ways to stay curious. They helped me with this project, and I will continue to take them forward with me so that I can continue with this journey of learning and apply those seven ways whenever I feel demotivated or whenever I feel I'm not curious enough. And I can also use this in other areas of my life, which will definitely help me in the future. Thank you for watching, everyone.